Now, if there was a school report written about me a couple of years ago, you could have summed me up with these two sentences. Too shy for his own good, needs permission to start. Because that's where I was. I was absolutely shy, introverted, wallflower, didn't want to draw attention to myself, didn't want anyone to notice me, and yet I was miserable. You know, I wanted to write books, I wanted to make videos like these, I wanted to have a podcast, and yet I was terrified of it. And again, I thought I needed permission. I needed permission from someone before I could write my book, before I could make these videos, before I could record my podcast episodes. And I was miserable, waiting for courage to show up, waiting for permission to show up. And I know for a fact that if I didn't take action, the courage wasn't going to show up and the permission wasn't going to show up. Right now, I'd still be in the same position that I was back then, but I realised I needed to get out of it. I needed to get out of my comfort zone. I needed to try out things I've never done before. I'd never written fiction before. Didn't know how to write a book. Yet, I've written books. Again, when it came to podcasting, I loved listening to podcasts, but again was scared of doing it because who the hell would listen to me? What have I got to say about it? I'm not an expert. And yet I've done it. Again, the videos. Go back a couple of years, and if you had to put a camera in front of me, I would be gone out the door. You wouldn't see me for dust. Because I was just petrified, scared out of my life of what you would think about me, how I look, how I sound, and that I'd probably just make an absolute tool out of myself. And I wouldn't do it. So maybe that's where you are right now. Maybe you feel that things can't change. They know that you're never going to have enough confidence and you can't do the things that those other people do. But I'm here to tell you, again, go back to me a couple of years ago, and those two things would have summed me up. Too shy for his own good and needs permission to start. As I said in the earlier video, you don't need to have 100% belief in yourself or 100% courage in yourself. You just need to start off where you are. And as for the permission, I found I didn't need to ask anyone to write a Kindle book, record a podcast episode, do videos. There's no one out there that needs permission to ask of. You just simply need to take action. Do the things that you want to do while you're still alive. You don't want to look back in this life and have a load of these kind of shoulda, woulda, coulda. You don't want those thoughts running in your head. If you're going to make a fool out of yourself, at least make a fool out of yourself. But make a fool out of yourself doing the things that you want to do. You know, try writing a book. And if you screw up, so what? At least you've tried to write a book. Again with the videos. Mess up. You know, make terrible videos. But at least make videos because you're working in the direction that you want to go. The things you want to try out. So, if there was something that I hopefully could pass on to you, and hopefully maybe if I had a time machine and go back to myself and just shake the crap out of myself, I would tell myself to start where I was with the knowledge and confidence that I had and stop waiting for permission. You don't need it. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.